Hi guys. So, this is a blanket that one of my very dear friends made. And she lives out of state and she's learning to crochet and she's doing an amazing job. So, she sent me the blanket. I am going to do a video on how to hide ends so that she knows what to do with this next one that she's working on. And then I'm going to work on a border for this blanket. So that'll be, the border will be a different video. This one's just going to show how to hide some ends. And then I'm going to work up a border on this blanket for her before we gift it. And I will show how I do the border in another video so that she can get some ideas on some borders. So, yeah. So, in order to hide ends, you can either use a crochet hook or you can use a large eye needle. And they have these in plastic as well. So it just depends on if you can get the yarn in your needle or not. I prefer to use a needle. And I did test this. I can get the yarn into it. It just takes a little finagling, so you just want to weave that in through the eye and then just pull. Okay, when you weave in ends, you always want to make sure that you stick with the same colorway as your end. And I overweave because I do not want things coming out. So you want to go just, catch some of these little pieces of yarn just here and there, and then you want to pull it through like so. You don't want it too tight and distort your blanket, and then just grab a few more and pull it through. Oh, my hands are warm and sweaty this morning. Okay, you're just gonna pull it through. It's gonna look like part of the blanket. Now, you can't go back through here because that would undo your yarn. So we're gonna go over that and through this one. And then we'll catch this one and this one. You want to be able to weave it different directions. And then we'll go back through and catch this one. And what it does is it will grab onto the fibers and it just won't come undone. Okay, so again, different directions, overweave until like you have no tail left. I want to grab this one. So yeah, you just hide it and work it into the blanket here and there, whatever seems right. And then you're gonna pull it and then just give it a tug, bring it back through, and then just clip nice and close. Don't clip your blanket, and you'll never be able to see it. Okay, so that's with the needle. Okay, with the hook, so you can just go down here, wrap it around, pull it through. You're just going to pick some stitches, and you're just going to pull that through like so. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, wherever it seems, to make sense, you're just going to pull that through. You still want to come back, okay? So, you need to go back and forth, as many times as you can so that these ends don't start popping out. I mean, it's not a big deal. They can be hidden again. These ends are knotted. They're not coming undone. It just makes things look neater. You've put all this time and energy in money into these blankets that, you know, you don't want anybody freaking out thinking their blanket's coming undone. But you want to weave it enough that it's, you know, it's not just one way and one other way. That's, you just want it to stay. So I overweave. And then you can come back through here, bring it back up, maybe come back through a couple more of these. I've got a couple blankets I just finished, and I am that are done with regular yarn. I will show how to hide those ends as well on a separate video. It's a little same concept. It's, you know, just a little bit different with the other yarn. So yeah, you just want to just weave it through so you know it ain't going nowhere. And then just you pull it, stretch it back out. It looks like the rest of the stitches. And again, snip your yarn. It's going to hide right in. No big deal. So Steph, I hope that made sense. Just keep going. There's my needle. Just keep going. You hide orange and orange, yellow and yellow, wherever it makes sense to pull it, that it looks right. And just go with it. So I'm going to go ahead and work on hiding all these ends, and then I'm going to work on getting a border going, and so I'll be back in another video. I hope this made sense and helps. If anybody has any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. And if you have any other types of videos that you need to see, I'm just kind of rolling with it here and just showing things when asked, and if I come up with something, and then we'll get going on some projects here soon. I just have some other things I'm trying to complete first and get going. So yeah, I hope this makes sense, and you can go on and finish your blanket. So good luck. I will chat with you all later, and from my home to yours, peace and love, my friends. Bye.